Hello everyone and welcome back to another amazing live stream. As always, uh, we had an interesting news today is NFP. So can't wait to get started and look for some nice opportunities. Today is Friday. It's the last day of the week, so I believe everyone should be careful and cautious. So let's check that. Oh wow. If it is accepted to transfer part of its revenue to a third part country it agrees upon. Oh wow. Wow, we have a lot of interesting news coming up, but NFB was green, extremely green, more than expected, which is very bad for the gold. That's why you can see gold is dropping right now. So the thing is, right there at the moment we cannot take actually any sells. We have to wait for some sort of retracement. I will now start with the top-down analysis, and then we are going to look for trading opportunities. Hey Alex, man, good to see you. Good to see you, bro. So remember when we talked about earlier at London session, I was saying there will be one move before news and then consolidation and then one move after the news. And I believe that's it. This is almost what I was explaining about, like talking with you about in our private meeting. I think this was the move before the news, and then we had a consolidation, and then this is the move after the news. Exactly as expected. But I didn't take any trades so far. I didn't take anything here for today. So let's start from the weekly, because the weekly is going to close actually in 8 minutes. So we had a weekly resistance right above here. So I believe that this weekly candle is going to fill this previous weekly wick, and yeah, probably is going to close bearish, because there is only 8 hours left for the weekly candle to close. So currently we are bearish biased, and as you can see here, we have closed below this area right there. On the daily time frame we have closed, and there was some fake out right here, and then we closed again for a second time below this area. This time was more strong closure than the previous one, and I'm anticipating after we break this previous daily high, daily low, we are going to fill this week to the left hand side. So I'm currently just looking for sells. I believe for the rest of the session it will be only sells. So on the 4 hour, good thing is that the 4 hour is going to close in about 1 hour. So that is pretty soon. We have a strong support here. After this support we have very clean area to the left hand side, and then our resistance is sitting right about there. Very beautiful area, and price is respecting it very well. So let's adjust it a little bit. I believe here is much better range. As you can see, we have that rejections, and below here it looks perfect. Let's get it down a little bit till here. Yep, I think it's much better right there. So we have 7 minutes for this hourly candle to close, and it looks like now the daily candle is breaking the previous daily candle. Alright, so you can see here that this is quite a strong rejection area. Price have rejected from here many times. But yeah, we'll be looking, waiting for a pullback. We need a green candle price to retrace to any area right about here. Let me draw it in a better way. Alright, so price broke out from here. We are looking for now a retracement at least till this area, or even in the middle of the range right here or there. like anywhere in the range, and we'll probably be looking for sells from there. Even here in this area, if we can get a good resistance formed, probably I will be looking to enter some sells. Yep, and I think that's pretty much it. So sells below closure. Yep, look at this. So this is the first break of the daily candle right here. We are now breaking the previous daily candle. Look at that, how nice and smooth that is. I believe price should melt because this looks actually like A plus setup on the daily, which is interesting, by the way. It looks like A plus setup on the daily. You can see here. So, and we have free range to the left hand side. I believe price can fill this wick easily today. With all this bearish news for gold, yeah, price have no issue filling this wick for today. Let's check if there is any more news. Alright, that's also negative for gold, probably negative. Yeah, so I think everything is negative. That's why gold is melting like that. It's melting non-stop. Oh wow, what a drop, man, what a drop. Yep, just the news candle, it just dropped, just melted about almost 456 pips. Wow, man, that's a huge drop. Oh wow, I think it will be it will keep melting for the rest of the day now. It will keep melting for the rest of the day. So the good thing, we have 1 hour candle closure soon. If you can get a nice deeper top wick and maybe re-break of the low, I will consider that, but probably we need a nice resistance formed here, or even some sort like a rejection candle or something, in order to take sells. Yep, this range looks very clean actually to the left hand side. Let me check. Yeah, pretty clean to the left hand side. I think we are good to go down. We are absolutely good to go down. Now we need retracement for sure. Yes, bro, 100% we need retracement. After this retracement, we can execute very confidently and go with this sell, with these sells, anticipating this wick fill. I think the wick fill is around here for this daily wick fill. Yep, right around there. Oh wow, look how price is moving very quick. Probably, I believe we can reject in this area right here. In this area we can reject, create a nice resistance, and then continue pushing to the downside in about I think 1 hour. Yeah, by NY open, I believe we will get this retracement by NY open. Yep, this is a strong also rejection area, so I'm expecting price to reject from here anytime soon. Pretty soon. Wow, look at that melting. Didn't see such a candle for a long time. Maybe not a real long time, but yeah, NFB. I think the previous NFB, we didn't see a huge move like this or big moves. I think it was mostly small moves, not like this one, because the difference in this NFB was huge. Like, look, they were expecting about 80k and it came out 172k. Oh wow. Yep, so this is extremely good news for the dollar. That's why you can see gold is melting. If we checked really quick the DXY, which is US dollar index, oh wow, look at that. That's why gold is melting now, because whenever this US dollar index is increasing, is going to the upside, gold is melting and the opposite is correct. Yep. So let's check oil, what's going on in oil. Oh, not a lot actually. Not a lot. I believe it's just consolidating, waiting for the peace deal. Oil is just waiting for a peace deal right there. Yeah, nothing much is going on. It's stuck in this consolidation area. And yeah, I think pretty much it. The news didn't affect oil that much. I think only geopolitical news is affecting gold that much. Otherwise it's pretty calm and chill, just consolidating. If this 4 hour could close below this range, probably it will melt after this closure, probably. And NQ, is it at all-time high? Oh wow, it's melting now. It's not at all-time high anymore like previously. Oh, it's kinda still. Oh man, look how crazy that move is. I think that's 30,000 pip or something, or 3,000. Insane. Yeah, I think I have some connection issue. Are you trade in future? Yes, I actually trade in future. I trade Lucid. Used to trade Lucid for some time, but yeah. Do you trade in futures? Definitely. Oh wow, it's just melting. So any sort of retracement right here, I think it will be very valuable. Any sort of retracement, any type of on the 30-minute or the 1 hour would be optimal. But yeah, we will take what we got for today. It was a crazy move, man. Look, that's about 700 pips. 700 pips drop. So yeah. How to place order. Yes, I think you should use the buy stops and the sell stops, something like this. Sell one stop or buy one stop, like right here, these options. But man, you can go on YouTube, like there's a lot of people who explain how to do it. It's pretty easy actually. Pretty easy. You just you can open a demo account on Tradeovate and you can start from there, because don't try to learn on your like futures account, even if it's a prop firm or just a live futures. Just go to Tradeovate and open a demo account and you can test it right there. You can also use Ninja Trader. I was using Ninja Trader for some time. Man, that platform is amazing. It's a very amazing platform. A little bit complicated, but it's very good for professional trading. I really like it, but not anymore because I just use TradingView now. I just use TradingView to show everything. Yep. Yeah, 754 pips. Man, insane. So probably we are gonna get our retracement right there. I'm expecting this 4 hour candle would leave us a week, close somewhere right here like this 4 hour candle could close like this, leaving us a very nice steeper bottom week. And in this bottom week we will find our retracement right here. So this what will look in the 4 hour time frame, and probably on the 15-minute we will have some sort of resistance, something like this, or this one. Yeah, just we will have a normal resistance, and probably will enter on the break of the low, anticipating this daily wick fill right here, the daily wick fill. And that's pretty much is the plan for today. This is the plan for today. That's what I'm waiting for personally. Yeah, hopefully it close and leave us a nice wick to fill, and that will be very good for execution. Actually, it will be very nice idea, including execution. Yeah, I believe we will get this in about 30 minutes. In 30 minutes we have NY open coming up, so probably it will retrace and till NY open. When NY open comes, it will probably come down back again and melt. That is my personal opinion, and anything else can happen. Like it could just melt right now, or you never know, it can just consolidate for the rest of the day. Yeah, a lot of things can happen. That's so delicious, man. So delicious. Yeah, probably soon. In about 30 minutes. We are now just waiting for this retracement candle. For this retracement candle could come anytime soon now. Easy sells. Yes, bro, definitely. We are looking for sells. You actually posted that analysis, yeah, before I came to the... Oh, I just saw it now. So you have the same idea in mind, exactly. Yeah. That's perfect, bro, Alex. I was also thinking like this. So you guys, if you're not in our Telegram group channel, make sure you join our Telegram group channel. We have a lot of interesting analysis down there, and a lot of interesting individuals. They posting analysis every day. We are talking about trading. It's only for serious traders. So if you want to make money from trading and become a very profitable trader, you can join. Otherwise, if you're not serious, you can just keep wasting your time on YouTube. Oh yeah, it's a very interesting Telegram group. We have a lot of active people there every single day, a lot of active individuals, and we are sharing trade ideas, analysis, and also some tips and tricks to become a profitable trader. tips and tricks. Yeah, that's very good that actually gold is retracing now. So let's see if we can get this nice retracement and then the drop down. Would be great actually, according to the plan.
Was what type of risk? Then we have
So probably we have NYSE coming in about 20 minutes. In about 20 minutes, NYSE is coming up pretty soon. Yeah, that's what we are currently waiting for. And I personally like to trade after NYSE open, because before NYSE open sometimes you see a lot of liquidity grabs and a lot of irregular moves before the session open, but after that it's pretty smooth move after NYSE open. Sometimes you see yeah, so what's happening now, as I explained earlier in the stream, that gold is retracing till this resistance area, probably is going to create resistance there, but we cannot enter right there yet, guys. We cannot enter right there. As I was saying, if it can leave us some nice bottom wick on this 4 hour, probably we are going to enter with sells on the next one, or just wait for a nice retracement till this area or even a little bit higher. It doesn't matter, but what matters is that we need a good decent resistance to be formed, and from there we can look for sells. Other than that, you cannot simply just buy in the middle of the move or sell in no man's land. That's what I like to call it. It's just a no man's land. It's like a desert. So, and in the desert, actually, you don't know the direction. There is sand around you everywhere, and only the sky. So you cannot find direction probably until you see something that can clearly guide you. For example, they were using the stars, so they would have waited for the night to use the star to direct them if the direction is right or wrong. Imagine you had to wait for 1 day to know the direction. So right here we just need to wait for a couple of minutes, to like 20-30 minutes or an hour, to find the direction. And if it didn't close in our side, you can just call it a day, as simple as that. But back then they used to wait for a whole 12 hours to find the direction, and yeah, just so they can survive. So I believe we also can wait for the direction so we can survive as well. Survive out of the direction. Alright, this 15-minute candle is about to close right there, and yeah, it doesn't look like there is going to be anything interesting right here. Probably on the next 15 or the 30-minute candle, yeah, probably where it will get more interesting, because for now price is just creating a support. You can see here price just created a support, but we don't know if this support is a strong support or no, but it's just a support. And also it's on the 15-minute time frame, and there is NYSE coming up really soon, just in another 15 minutes. So it's better to wait. Definitely, trading is not an easy game. This is a serious game where it rewards patience. Patience is everything. It is the name of the game. So if you can sit still in your hand, I think you would be very profitable. Because most people, they simply cannot sit on their hands. They simply cannot just sit and not do anything. They are itching, like this, itching, like a literal itching. That's why they cannot simply sit and wait for a setup. Because, wait, let me go down a little bit. Yeah, that's much better. Because of all the distractions we have around us, all the social media influence, all this stuff is affecting us negatively. So yeah, that's the reason why we cannot sit on our hands and wait for our setup. I believe a lot of people are just entering buys and sells right here. Right in this area, I'm sure that a lot of people are entering buys and sells right there, which is, it's literally in the middle of nowhere. You don't have the direction yet, you don't have a nice stop loss or take profit. For example, if you bought here, look, your stop loss is 200 pips, and where is your take profit? Like, man, I think it's better to be patient and wait patiently. Actually, patience is one of our survival skills. As you know, in the old times, so cavemen, they used to be very patient in order to hunt their prey, like a gazelle or a deer or something. they were very patient, because these animals, they are very sensitive to noise and sensitive to movements. If there is any movements going around, I don't think they can hunt them. So they had to wait patiently, maybe for hours sometimes, in order to hunt and provide food for their families. Yeah, so, and people in the desert, they used to wait for one day to find the direction. When the night comes, find the direction, so they also can go back home. So now all what it needs from you here is just to wait for a couple of minutes or even an hour or two. That's the maximum, I think, an hour or two. Usually I'm not sitting on the chart more than 2 hours, because after 2 hours your brain gets a little bit tired from watching the charts and over analyzing and stuff. So preferably it's better not to watch the charts for more than 2 hours for each session. Yeah. So yesterday I took this trade. It was yesterday, right? Yep, yesterday we created a support right here and another one right there. And yeah, I actually entered this buy after this 30-minute candle created a nice support, and I entered right here where I entered. Let me mark this for you guys. That's where I entered, and I closed for less than 0. I think 1 to less than 1. I closed early because this rejection to the left hand side, this candle right here, and I didn't like how it looks. It's full of rejection also right there, but the runner ran to about right there. Yeah, it was a nice decent trade. It was a little bit late into New York, but I believe the price could correct this move, at least 50% of this move. This is what price tend to do usually, and probably also it can do maybe 50% or less than 50% of this move, and then it will continue melting to the downside. So now we have about 9 minutes left for NYSE Open, which is going to be very interesting. It is the highest volume of the day. For the people who don't know what is NYSE Open, where a lot of traders, I think, get clapped. Everyone gets clapped. Yeah. So it's better to be careful and be prepared for that one. Be careful and be prepared. Yeah, about 8 minutes left for that. 8 minutes left for the NYSE Open. Yeah, just simply waiting. Man, it could be a little bit boring, but you should actually, it's better to cut the distraction. Like, you should not be scrolling, watching some other stuff. YouTube, you can watch me like live streaming, because we are talking about the same thing. I'm watching the chart. There is no like short term dopamine information, you know, like reels. The reels has a lot of dopamine in it. The short term content, it's very dangerous for the brain, for your hormones, for body, for psychology, for everything, even for your sleep. It actually cause sleep disturbance. That's why I have deleted all the social media. I think I only have YouTube on my iPhone, only YouTube. Yeah, sometimes I watch some long-term videos like podcast or psychological videos, you know, something like this, something about AI, for example, which is really nice for self-development. Yeah, I like to watch podcast whenever I am on the way or traveling somewhere. Other than that, I don't think I have any other social media. It's all has been deleted because I got to focus and be locked in into this. Mhm. Yeah, I remember back then 2 3 years ago when I was trading and just scrolling my phone, just scrolling. Oh, there is no trade, just scrolling. I keep scrolling maybe for 30 40 minutes, and then when I get bored I just take a trade out of boredom. I say, oh, price is moving down now, let's just jump into sells, boom boom, and selling, and then it hits my stop loss, then I go enter a buy, and then it hits my stop loss again, and then I keep clicking, and then boom, out of nowhere the account is blown, just like that. Just like that, because I got bored of scrolling and decided to make it more interesting by taking a trade, and man, that was a very bad idea, very bad thing to do. That uh, short form content, it's actually scientists have considered it as an addicting content. It's now same as addicting substances and all this other stuff. It's like a drug, basically, like a drug. Short-term reels. Alright, so this 30-minute candle is about to close now. So, and price is actually rejecting from an interesting area right here. Price is rejecting from this area. Let's check the 4-hour. How is it going to close? The 4-hour. Yep, look at that. We have a clean range probably till this area right here. Yeah, 4-hour is going to close amazing, man. Like, look at that. If it closed below this range, it only sells from there. We're just looking for some nice Gucci sells. Yeah. If it can leave us some bottom wick, this will be perfect. Leave us some bottom wick, enter on the pullback. Magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. And even if it didn't leave us a bottom wick, this support is already nice, but this is just on the 15-minute time frame, so we cannot take it as for granted, because 15-minute time frame confirmation is a very weak confirmation. The 30-minute is much better. I believe waiting for the 30-minute candle, which makes much better confirmation. If this closed like this, A plus candle, probably we can look for sells below. For sells below in order to continue, but we needed to close a weak bearish. Should be closed weak bearish on the 30. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, man, this looks like it's gonna be impulse entry soon. In 2 minutes this candle is going to close now, guys. In 2 minutes the candle is going to close. Can we get some nice closure below that area? I think would be Gucci. I think would be nice. Alright, so we are having this candle closure in about 20 seconds, guys. Oh wow. This is looking quite interesting now. It's looking quite interesting. Oh man, so actually I don't like that this candle doesn't have a nice bottom wick on it. I don't like that. If it had a little bit bigger bottom wick, would be considering going for sells, but with such a small bottom wick, I don't think. I don't think that is a good idea actually. Yeah man, I just don't like this little bottom wick right here. It's very tiny. And especially we are on the 4 hour. 4 hour moved quite some time, you know. Oh wow, what a drop. What a drop right there. Yeah, it's dropping. But for me personally, I just don't like this week. And let's check the stop loss, because you cannot keep the stop loss here. Stop loss at least is going to be here. That's 170 pip stop loss. Man, I don't think that's a good stop loss. Yeah. If this red candle had a little bit steeper bottom wick, would be nice, but for now I don't think that is a good idea to get the sells, because if our stop loss is 170 pips, we will need to aim for, look at that. Oh wow, yeah, we actually have the range to the bottom side. But the thing is that 4 hour candle is closing in 27 minutes. In 27 minutes we have 4 hour closure. Yeah, so let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Yes, bro, I think I don't like this at all, Alex. Man, I don't like it. I think it's a little bit risky trade. And man, the stop loss. Did you look at the stop loss? It's going to be 170 pips. Look at that, 170 pips, 174. But we have range to the downside. I think we have range. It's right till about here. Let's say. Yeah, this 15-minute candle is going to close in about 11 minutes. So let's see. Now with it breaking its own high, and now if it broke below its own low, I believe it's going to melt. It should be able to melt now because it broke its own high now for the second time. So yeah. Let me check that. Man, that's a little bit dangerous, to be honest, guys. A little bit dangerous. The stop loss 55, the current high. Yeah, man, better to wait. Better to wait. That is tough one. Very tough to take with no bottom week, and it's Friday too, so I don't want to risk on average trade like this. Yes, bro, I totally agree with you, Alex. So for me, I don't think this is an A plus setup. Maybe it's an A. It's just not bad, you know, but it's not bad, but I don't like not bad trades. I'm looking for perfect trades. Something that looks perfect. An A plus plus setup. Either it's like the playbook, perfect setup, or none. Even if it goes, I don't care if it goes, actually. Yeah. This candle is a little bit irritating, and also the 4 hour is going to close very soon, so it can retrace. It could retrace before its closure, like maybe till here or somewhere, or can just melt. The issue is that with such trade, if you took it once, you will get used to take it again and again, but man, it will not work all the time. Just believe me, it will not work all the time. Yeah, so it's better to wait for either a retracement or a pullback or a nice support. A pullback or a nice support would be perfect. Yeah, well, it moved a little bit actually. That's very nice. It moved quite a bit. Yeah, but it's just not for me. I think it's just not for me. Yeah, I prefer to wait for something probably after this 1 hour closure or something would be much better. After the 4 hour closure as well. Let's check how many pips is that. Oh wow, it actually went for 1 to 1. Wow, that's quite interesting. That's quite interesting actually. Yeah, I think we was extremely bearish on the day with the news coming also, and yeah, we have a lot of negative news for gold. Probably that's why it pushed. That's why it pushed like that. Better to wait for something better with a nice bottom wick. Nice bottom wick and smaller stop loss, I think would be much better. Nice top wick and smaller stop loss. Because if it's not a good trade, like why would you risk your money? Even why would you risk uh, entering a trade if it's not a good trade? And today is Friday, so yeah, better to wait a little bit. Better to be patient and take a good setup. Yeah, on the 30 minute it looks nice actually. I didn't see this candle on the 30 minute. But man, it went for quite some time. Look at that. A drop of about, I think, 760 pips. Yeah. Dropped almost 700 something pips. So, I believe if there was news on our side, I think it wouldn't have kept going like this way. It would have rejected from here, somewhere right there, would have rejected. And I think it broke the low, it broke the high. Like after it broke this low, it went again and broke the high. Let me check real quick. I think you need to go to the 1 minute to check if it broke the high. This 1930, oh no, it created a high and then it never broke the high actually. It never broke the high again for the second time. Well, I think it was a good trade then. If it didn't break the high, I think it was a nice trade. Yeah, on to the next. Oh wow, look at the 4 hour now. 4 hour is tapping this area. So, could it break? Or it's tapping a very strong rejection area, guys. As you can see here, this is a very quite strong rejection area, which is interesting. Mm. I believe if it broke below this area, it will just keep melting for the rest of the day and fill this daily wick. Oh wow, it already almost filled the daily wick. It almost filled the daily wick that I was talking about in the beginning of the stream. I was talking that price is going to fill this daily wick, and yeah, that happened real quick. Very quickly that happened. Give me a second. Just had an important business call. An important and urgent business call, but now back to the real business. Back to the real business. So it's just breaking right there, guys. It's just melting. Let's wait for this 4-hour candle closure. Where is the 4-hour? Yep, 4-hour is going to close in about 12 minutes. So probably gonna wait this 12 minute, and then if it's melted, man, probably gonna just call it a day right there. Yeah, just gonna call it a day. I think gonna take a picture for this nice move. Take a picture, download to save it for the memory. There is the date, NFP, after NFP, NYSE open. Mhm. Yeah, gonna save this. Nice move. Man, it was an amazing move. So yeah, probably gonna save it for later. Yeah, so I think this 15-minute candle also closed below this rejection area right here. I believe so. Probably it's going to continue melting. The rest of the day going to continue melting. If it broke below this rejection area right here. Wow, what a candle. Look at that drop. Look at that drop. Yeah, I need another one. I think it's like it became a hobby now, saving these nice moves picture and then revising them later. Yeah, it's a nice hobby that I like to do. So this 4-hour candle is going to close in about 9 minutes, and from there probably we see how this 4-hour candle closed. If it closed somewhere right there, I think both ways is not a good idea. So if it closed like down there, it's a little bit overextended, and if it closed above, I think it will be a good opportunity to take some rejection buys, because look at the rejections here to this side. We can see there is a lot of rejections right there. At least to correct the move, create a resistance, and maybe continue pushing down. Yeah, look at that, most of the time rejected from this area. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Oh wow. So this top wick on the 1 hour was this green candle on the 15, this one, which was the 1 hour candle top wick. Very interesting when you look at it that way, when you are understanding how the multiple time frame confluences and you can combine them together, becomes very interesting. Oh wow, look at that going. I think it's the bleeding day today for gold. It is a bleeding day. Yeah, but I think it's fine, man. I didn't even like that trade anyway. I think I didn't like it at all. MBC. Yeah, no more interesting news. I think I took a similar trade earlier, and it was not a good result. Let me check. Oh, I think it was this one. Let me check. Oh yeah, look at this. No, it's a little bit different. Here the candle. This candle had a huge bottom wick actually. Oh, this is the 30-minute time frame. Here is the 15. Alright. Let's check this second picture. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think now I get the issue here. This candle engulfed the previous candle and closed below this resistance area. So it created a support and then closed below. But in here, it didn't create a support. And it never closed below. When it created a support here, it never closed below. Yeah, so it actually makes much more sense now. Yep, I think this one too didn't create a support. And the second picture. Yeah, I think this is a big rejection area on the 4 hour. Let me check this. Oh wow. Actually, the month of May was not the best, but not the worst as well. Seen worst. Yeah, I have seen worse than this. Yeah. So I'm done for the week, calling it a day. Yes, Alex, I think that's a very good idea. Hey Bawan, how are you doing, man? Good to see you on the live stream. Welcome. Yeah, good to see you, bro. How's your day? Did you take the trade? Did you take any interesting trades for today? Oh man, you are becoming better trader now, better than me. I think I should learn a thing or two from you. Soon. Probably you have some secret recipe or something. You are hiding a secret recipe. Like Shamshun. You know Shamshun? This guy. I don't know what is its name in English. Ah, this guy. You are trying to get the secret recipe. Yeah, but the thing is, there is no secret recipe. Yeah, there is no secret recipe. In Asian talk buy. Oh wow, that's nice. That's amazing. Which buy? Oh, you too. This one was in London. Let me guess in Asian. So this was Asian session, probably here, right? I think you took this buy right there. Correct me if I'm wrong. This buy, I think it was the only nice viable buy. Wow, that's a nice trade, but only little no bottom wick. But I think that's the only thing in Asian. Maybe here. Yeah, right? Did you take this one or was it different? Let me check in the group. I think you left it there. June 5. No, nothing. Maybe you can share it. You can share your trade so I can have a look at it, or you send me to my private messages. Would be happy to take a look at it. For port, bye. Man, Abdullah is still full porting, bro. Maybe need to chill a little bit. No need for full porting now. It was not actually that good of a month, but yeah, we are still surviving. Surviving. Oh wow, what a drop, man. That is crazy. That is a crazy drop. No one actually expected that. Probably. I mean, to drop that quick. We know that price is going to fill this daily wick right there, and I was seeing this since the beginning of the stream, but man, that fast? Oh no, I didn't expect it will go that fast. Oh, 8. What 8? 8? What do you mean by 8? Oh, nice. I just received it now. Oh. Oh, wow. On which time frame was this? Oh, it's the second one. I think it was a little bit late at Asian session. Probably right here. Oh yeah, this one, right? Let me check the CFD charts. Oh yeah, I think it was right here. Oh man, that's a nice trade. 40 pips. That's not bad. Hey, well done, bro. That's not bad at all. I have something with this equal wicks. If it broke this equal wicks, I believe it will move nicely. Oh, you secured actually at the perfect spot. This was a sniper entry. Oh man, well done. Well done, Pawan. That was a nice trade. Yeah, also we have a major rejection area to the left hand side right there. Yeah, I think it's a valid trade. Yeah, well done, bro. Well done. Oh wow, look how this 4-hour candle closed. Oh man, that is tough. That is a little bit tough. If you guys enjoying the live stream, make sure to hit a like button for me. I think it will be motivating. It will be motivating, and it's something nice to do. It doesn't cost anything. Yeah, it will be good for the stream to keep going. But man, look at that candle. The 4-hour candle which we were waiting for just closed without no bottom wick. No bottom wick at all whatsoever. Not even a little. Wow. So it dropped about, how much was this? Wow, about 400 pips. Yeah, I think it was a decent idea right there. Decent idea, good trade. Congratulations to anyone who took this trade. Well done, man, well done. That was on point, actually. It was on point. I think it could be, it can keep melting, to be honest with you guys. Probably it's going to be melting because of that negative news for gold, the NFP. Yeah, probably because of that news, gold is just gonna be melting for the rest of the day. So if we got a nice support like this, you know, resistance and then support, break below, probably we'll be looking for it. Otherwise, yeah, we'll just be anticipating if there is a new moves or something interesting going on. Anticipating if there is something interesting. Let's check. Oh wow, NQ melted as well. Why is NQ melting? Oh wow, oil melted as well. I guess everything is melting. Yeah, because it's Friday. Oh wow. Friday is the melting day. That's what it is. The melting day. Yeah, so this is also a nice rejection area, kind of. Kind of. Oh wow. Fire, bro, fire. Oh, you took it after Stever. Bottom week. Man, that's that's very well done. Very, very well done, Pawan. I'm happy for you, bro. I'm happy for you that you took this nice trade. You're now learning from your mistake. You are learning from your mistakes. Yeah, man, this looks a little bit tough. Doesn't look like it's going anywhere soon. Doesn't look like it. But we also are not going anywhere soon. Probably in the next 30 minutes or so. In the next 30 minutes or so, we have an interesting closure of this 30-minute after the 4-hour, and yeah, I would like to call it after that. Last, and the final 30-minute candle. Right there. The last and the final 30-minute candle. Yep, guys, so this 15-minute candle is going to close soon. Pretty soon, going to close this 15-minute candle. I believe you are still waiting for some sort of a trade. But yeah, I think we have to wait for something nice. Wait for probably something nicer than that. If we can get some nice retracement, and then resistance being formed. Oh wow, something like this. Look at this little candle right here. Yep, something like this would be perfect. 34 for about 100 and something. Yeah man, would be nice. Would be nice. So now I would like to see some big rejection. Nice big rejection. Yeah, that's good that it's rejecting now, but probably if it created a nice resistance over here, we will be looking for sells. If it didn't create us a nice support, yeah, probably it could melt there again. Let's check. 1 hour created a nice top week. 4 hour 4 hours, this is not a nice top week. Oh wow, we have a resistance right here which price is rejecting from. I just saw this right now. Just saw it right now. That is very back in time. Have to scroll back a lot. Yeah, so there is a rejection area right here. We have to be careful from that rejection area. Other than that, pretty chill. Alright, this 15-minute candle going to close in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes now left for this 15-minute candle. And this closure doesn't look like the best closure. Doesn't look like the best. Yeah, I don't think we can sell that. All right, 20 seconds. Let's see. Let's see. Man, this candle closure is looking juicy actually. Oh wow, that closed very, very weak 15. Very, very weak 15. No. No. Yeah, it's kind of tempting actually to take the sell, but I don't think I can do that. I don't think. Kinda tempting. Gold hits 10-week low. Yeah man, everything is just melting. Look at that. Minus 2.5% for the day on gold. Minus 2.5%. It's just melting. What can you do in such a situation? What can you do? Look at that candle, it's very weak. Like it closed very, very weak bullish candle. And we have already dropped about, how much was that? 1,100 pips. Man, that's a tough decision, but yeah, it looks like it's going to move more to the downside. If it broke this low, there is a little probability. Not high, not the best, but there is a probability that it will move to the downside. I don't think I want to be part of that. I don't think so. That I want to be a part of this. Alright, so I think probably it could break the low and actually shoot back up. Man, it's a little bit tough situation. 4 hour created a top wick. Yeah, it's actually struggling to break the high now. Very, very struggling to break the high. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I prefer to wait actually. So probably if this 30-minute candle can create a nice resistance back into the range, even though we cannot take that. Yeah, so I'm just going to wait and see what's price gonna do, and then probably gonna call it a day, unless it do something very very interesting. Yeah, other than that, doesn't look like it's interesting. This 30-minute candle has about 11 minutes left. 11 minutes left for it to close. Yeah, so let's see, wait 10 minutes if this candle can create a strong support. Probably we'll be looking a little bit into that. Otherwise better not to risk it, better not to risk it. So I think if it broke below this area now, it could actually move, if it broke below that area. Little bit tough. Yeah, so in 8 minutes, let's wait 8 minutes, guys. Let's wait 8 minutes and see how will this candle react. Oh wow, what a push. Look at that, push. Doesn't look like it's going to hold, doesn't look like it. So, and by the way, this 30-minute candle going to close very very soon, in about 8 minutes. In about 8 minutes this candle is going to close soon. So let's see, maybe if this 15 closed below, maybe. But it's looking interesting. Oh wow, look at that drop. Wow, man, 60 pips almost. Oh wow, wow, man, that's crazy. Look at that dropping. Oh wow. Yeah, I think that was it, guys. I think that was it. The drop that we were waiting for. 69 pips exactly. Man, that's hilarious. 69 pips. Yeah, I think it was a nice and amazing day here today, guys. We saw a lot of drops. Gold has been dropping for the whole day, but for me there is nothing like looked like it's good to trade. I like to stick to my rules, you know, and be patient, wait for better setups than this, because this looks a little bit impulsive. Because after price have dropped now 1,000 pip, man, what's the probability it will keep moving down? So yeah, I prefer to wait actually for the perfect setups. This was not bad. This was not bad, but I like the perfect setups. So if you guys took this, congratulations to you. If not, just stay away. I'm going to call it a day right here and going to enjoy my life, probably take a walk or do something else. And my advice for you two is to go do something fun and stay away from the chart, and have a good weekend everybody, and see you. Adios.